Hello everyone. Today my topic is about scope and lifetime of a variable in Java. In Java, variables are defined scope and lifetime that determines when they can be accessed and how long they exist. Understanding these key concepts is crucial for writing robust and maintenance of Java code. Uh, in Java, variables are three types: local variable, instance variable, and static variable. Defined within a method, block, or constructor exist only within their defined scope is called as local variable, and defined in a class outside of method belongs to a specific object instance is called as instance variable, and also defined in a class but belongs to the class itself, not a specific object, is called static variable. Scopes, there are two types of scopes, local and block scope, and variable lifetime. Local variables exist from the declaration until the block they can be defined in exist, and instance variable exist from object creation until the object destruction, garbage collection, and static variable exist from the class loading until the class is uploaded from the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. And next, accessing variables. Local variable. Local variable can be accessed within the defined scope. Instance variable. Instance variable that can be accessed through a specific object instance. They can be used by a dot operator. Static variable that can be accessed through the class name using the dot operator. In this instance variable and static variable that both can be used a single dot operator. Putting it all together, scope, lifetime, and access. Local variable. Its lifetime is block level and it can be accessed within a defined scope. And instance. Its lifetime is local object level and it can be accessed through an object instance. And scope. Static scope. Static scope. Its lifetime is class level and it can be accessed through class name. And we can execute a code for this scope and lifetime variable of a lifetime variable in Java. Here is the code for the scope and lifetime of a variable in Java. The class name is scope and it is a main function. We know that local scope and block scope are the two types of scopes. It is nothing but local. They are nothing but if a variable which we can declare in the local scope, it can be accessible or referenced within the whole function. But with the variable which we can declare in the block scope, it is nothing but it is accessible only for that block. Here we are declared that int x and int x, the variable x is assigned for all the function and the value 10 is assigned to the x and we are used if condition if x is equal to 0 into y is equal to 20 and we are declared the variable y in this block so that the variable y it can be used within this block only. We cannot use the outside of this block. If we use outside of this block, we get an error. We are printing that x and y. Then we have x is equals to y into 2. We can use x in this block, but we cannot use y outside of this block. Now, after this block, we have declared to y is equals to 100. If we declare here, we have declared that we have assigned that y is equals to 100. If we assign this, we get an error. So to cure this error, we remove this whole pattern so that we cannot get an error. If you run this, we get x and y is equals to 20.